Ramana Maharshi's words are deep and direct. My comments are intended to bring his deep words into your experience. Use YouTube's closed captions to read along. She also asked questions like whether he feels hot or cold in Samadhi, and if he spent the first 3.5 years of his stay in Tiruvannamalai in prayers. She wants to know what it's like. It's like when I asked my teacher, Nomi, about his realization, and he replied, "What good does it do you to know about someone who did not exist?" The lady expresses her understanding that she's unconscious during deep sleep. Ramana responds by stating that consciousness and unconsciousness are only modes of the mind. He then points out that Samadhi, which is a state of profound meditative absorption, transcends the mind altogether. Samadhi transcends mind and speech, and so cannot be described. He says that while deep sleep cannot be described, that Samadhi is even more indescribable. The lady persists by asking Maharshi what Samadhi is like. But Maharshi suggests that the experience can only be known firsthand in the actual state of Samadhi. The implication is that any verbal description or mental concept of Samadhi, which comes from the limited perspective of the dualistic mind, would fall short of capturing its true nature. Samadhi, being a state of pure consciousness, can only be directly realized through the dissolution of the mental limitations that obscure it. This exchange highlights the central teaching of Advaita Vedanta that the ultimate reality, the self, or Brahman, is not an object of knowledge to be grasped by the intellect or the senses, but rather it is the very essence of the consciousness that is doing the knowing. To know the self, one must go beyond the limitations of the mind and directly experience the pure awareness that underlies all mental activity. In this dialogue, Maharshi emphasizes the importance of direct experience over conceptual understanding. He points out that Samadhi is not something that can be described or explained in words. Instead, it's a state of pure consciousness that transcends the limitations of the mind and can only be realized through direct experience. The path of Advaita Vedanta involves a systematic dismantling of the illusions and misconceptions and misidentifications that we have about ourselves and the world around us. Through inquiry and meditation, we come to realize our true nature as pure consciousness, free from all limitations and dualities. This dialogue highlights the limitation of language in the mind when it comes to describing spiritual experiences like Samadhi. Ramana emphasizes that such experiences are beyond words and concepts and can only be truly understood through direct experience. Perhaps there's another reason too, an answer, even the kind of limited answer that can be given in words, might quench the thirst for knowledge. This can, in turn, lessen a person's own internal search. And since self-knowledge is the means by which realization is found, anything that reduces your search for this knowledge gets in the way of the search. So, what is samadhi? It is untellable. You have to find out for yourself. So inquire, know yourself, and be always happy. These videos help bring Ramana Maharshi's teachings into your direct experience. Subscribe now to help you deepen your understanding and practice to know the self. Just click the subscribe button.